Hello everyone, welcome back to Nagamandala by Girish Karnad. By reading the prologue, you have seen that the story of the drama is told by the character named Story, who is conceived as a woman. The dramatist and the flames listen to the story. The dramatist hopes that the story will keep him awake all night. Here comes Act 1, from where the drama within the drama starts. When the Act 1 starts, two characters are introduced. One, Rani, then two, Appana, Rani's husband. The story describes Rani as having long black hair, which is compared to a black king cobra. When the play opens, they come to Appana's house where the whole story takes place. In this picture, you can see the stage arrangement which is required for this drama. A house, the door, the window, the interior of the house, which is the bedroom of Rani and Appana, and the exterior, you can see the characters. Then an ant hill, which is very important in the drama. And this is the simple stage arrangement that is required for this drama. And let us continue. When they reaches the house, Appana, the husband, instructs her that he will come by tomorrow noon. Keep the lunch ready, and he will eat and go again. Saying this, Appana locks Rani from outside and goes. When Rani is alone, she talks to herself and falls into her own fairy tale imaginary world. See the following passage from the drama, which shows the cold relationship between Rani and Appana. It gets light. She wakes up with a fright, looks around, then runs to the bathroom, mimes splashing water on her face, goes into the kitchen, starts cooking. Appana comes, opens the lock on the front door and comes in, goes to the bathroom, mimes bathing, then comes to the kitchen and sits down to eat. She serves him food. Rani, listen, fumbling for words. Listen, I feel frightened, alone at night. Appana, what is there to be scared of? Just keep to yourself. No one will bother you. Rise. Rani, please, you could. Appana, look, I don't like idle chatter. Do as you are told. You understand? Finishes his meal, gets up. I will be back tomorrow for lunch. Appana washes his hands, locks her in, goes away. Rani watches blankly through the window. This scene is repeated over and over again in the drama. Appana comes by noon, eats lunch, locks Rani from outside. Rani remains a prisoner, dreaming about a fairyland. Just then, something happens. A new character called Kurudava is introduced. She is an old blind woman. She was the friend of Appana's dead mother. She comes with her son Kappana. Kurudava wants to see how the matters are going at Appana's house. To this, her son responds like this. Kappana, Mother, you can't do this. You can't start meddling in other people's affairs first thing in the morning. That Appana should have been born a wild beast or a reptile. By some mistake he got human birth. He can't stand other people. Why do you want to tangle with him? Kapana says that it is not fine to interfere in the affairs of other people. But Kurudava wanted to know what is happening in the house of Appana. Kurudava says, whatever he is the son of my best friend. His mother and I were like sisters. Poor thing, she died bringing him into this world. Now a new daughter-in-law comes to her house. How can I go on as though nothing has happened? Besides, I haven't slept a wink since you have told me you saw Appana in his concubine's courtyard. He has got himself a bride, and still he goes after that harlot. Harlot means it is an abusive word meaning mistress or a prostitute. Concubine also means prostitute. And now, Kurudava asks Kappana to peep into the house and Kappana obeys. And he finds Rani. Kurudava and Rani meets and both of them gets acquainted with each other. The following conversation takes place between Rani and Kurudava. Kurudava, are you alone in the house all day? Rani is sad and begins to sob. Don't cry, child, don't cry. I haven't come here to make you cry. Does he lock you up every day like this? Rani, yes, since the day I came here. Does he beat you or ill-treat you? No. Kurudava, does he talk to you? Oh, then he does, but not a syllable more than required. Do this, do that, serve food. You mean, that means you are still, has he? Kurudava is trying to ask something, but she finds it improper to ask that to Rani. Apart from him, you are the first person I have seen since coming here. I am bored to death. There is no one to talk to. Kurudava, that's not what I mean by talk. Has your husband touched you? From this conversation, Kurudava realizes that Rani is living like a prisoner in the house. Appana has not even touched her. She understands that Appana is spending his time with a prostitute in the village. Then Kurudava asks her son to go home and take something from there and come back. Then the following conversation takes place between Rani and Kurudava. Rani, and where have you sent him? Kurudava, I will tell you. I was born blind. No one would marry me. My father wore himself out, going from village to village looking for a husband. But to no avail. One day, a mendicant, a magician, came to our house. No one was home. I was alone. I looked after him in every way, cooked hot food specially for him, and served him to his heart's content. He was pleased with me and gave me 3 pieces of fruit. Any man who eats one of these will marry you, he said. Then Rani became curious naturally, and then feed him the smallest piece first, he said. If that gives no results, then try the middle sized one. Only if both fail, feed him the largest piece. And Rani, quite entranced, wondered why. And then, one day, a boy distantly related to me came to our village and stayed with us. That day, I ground one of the pieces into paste, mixed it with the food, and served him. Can you guess which piece I chose? Rani. Which one now? The smallest one, as the mendicant said? No, surely the largest piece. No, I was in such a hurry, I barely noticed the small one. The biggest scared me, so I used the middle-sized root. And then he finished the meal, gave me one look, and instantly fell in love. Married me within the next 2 days. See, at this particular time, Kapana arrives with the roots. There were 2 pieces of roots, one small and the other one large. Kurudava advises her to grind them into paste and give it to Appanna so that he will be attracted to her. When Appanna comes next day, Rani grinds the small piece and adds it to the milk. Appanna drinks the milk and faints. Then he gets up and goes away, locking Rani again. As the first plan was a failure, Kurudava advises her to grind the big root into a curry and give it to Appanna. Now, Rani is going to try the big root. So we will stop there and continue in the next class. By that time, try to read the Act 1 completely from the very beginning to this point where we stopped. Thank you.